everyone. Welcome to Starrytime. I'm Miss Kit and I'm so glad you could be with me tonight. Let's sing our hello song to get started. Do you remember how it goes? It goes like this. You say hello and I'll say hello and we'll say hello together. You'll say hello and I'll say hello in warm or wintry weather. You'll sing a song and I'll sing a song and we'll sing a song together. You'll sing a song and I'll sing a song in warm or wintry weather. That was nice. Well, how about if we do a little stretching out activity? It's not so stretchy, it's more like a tapping exercise. Can you tap your lap like that? Well, this is a song that uses animal sounds, and I think you'll know which animal sound to make as we go along. We're going to start with ducks. And the very last animal we're going to do is a clue to what we're going to read about tonight. Okay, listen carefully for the last one, and that'll be the clue. When ducks get ready for bedtime, they always say good night. When ducks get ready for bedtime, they always say good night. They say quack, 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 quack. That is what they say. They say quack, 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 quack. That is what they say. When pigs get ready for bedtime, they always say good night. When pigs get ready for bedtime, they always say good night. They say oink, 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 oink. That is what they say. They say oink, 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 oink. That is what they say. When dogs get ready for bedtime, they always say good night. When dogs get ready for bedtime, they always say good night. They say woof, 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 woof. That is what they say. They say woof, 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 woof. That is what they say. When horses get ready for bedtime, they always say good night. When horses get ready for bedtime, they always say good night. They say neigh, 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 neigh. That is what they say. They say neigh, 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 neigh. That is what they say. Listen carefully. When cats get ready for bedtime, they always say good night. When cats get ready for bedtime, they always say good night. They say meow, 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 meow. That is what they say. They say meow, 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 meow. That is what they say. Do you remember what the last animal was? It was cats, right? Do you like cats? I like cats. They're playful and soft and sometimes very mysterious. Well, the first book that we're going to read is called Stretchy, mchandsome, and it was written and illustrated by Judy Schachner. Can you see our friend Stretchy mchandsome has two different color eyes? Isn't that interesting? Turn the pages. The mchandsome clan was lively and large. They lived in a box with no one in charge. There was Fergus, McDougal, Binny and Roy, Rue, Jamie, Callie, and Joy. Lots of brothers and sister cats. And then there was Stretchy, the butterscotch boy. And there he is. Now Stretchy was different in more ways than one. He was stretchy and handsome, a soft bundle of fun. Look at all the ways Stretchy can move. So flexible. He was Tom of the Tumble Club, Lord of the Fleas, cuckoo on catnip, a hugger of trees. One eye was blue, the other was green, and around his dear neck hung a stinky sardine. Look at that little fish. But it wasn't always easy to be the baby of a brood of rough, tough, feral puffs, cantankerous and rude. There were many disagreements over food and where to sleep, and Stretchy always landed at the bottom of the heap. So was it any wonder that Stretchy hatched a plan to take a small vacation from the mchandsome clan? He needed a little time to get away, didn't he? His brothers and his sisters all agreed that he should go and gave him a good licking from his head down to his toe. That's how cats give a bath, right? With their tongues and licking. Then, after a tasty breakfast of fishy bones and rocks, our butterscotch boy sprang out of the family box. The first thing he did, which to some could be frightening, was dash down the street like butterscotch lightning. He jumped into a fountain, splashed round and round, scratched 200 stretchy marks all over the town. He was having an adventure. The freewheeling kitty made a stop at the zoo for an ear-splitting roar from a cousin or two. Tigers are cousins to cats, aren't they? But the tigers thought Stretchy smelled just like dessert. So the butterscotch boy hid under a skirt. Until, that is, he spotted a mouse, which he chased down a path and into a house, where a hungry old woman, most pleased with her guest, attempted to eat the sardine on his chest. Stretchy escaped with his tail all akimbo to soak up the sun in an old bookstore window. On the sidewalk outside, all squeezed in betweeny, stood a lass named McBride, a real sweet human beanie. She had unusual looks, wore the ears of a kitten, and around her wee neck hung a wild, woolly mitten. Who do you think she looks like? Do you think there's something like Stretchy? Do you notice her colored eyes? One blue and one green. When Beanie saw Stretchy, it was love at first sight. She raced into the store and squeezed the cat tight. She ruffled his whiskers and butterscotch fur. He replied with a nip, a lick, and a purr. In a matter of minutes, the pair were both smitten. They traded two things, his sardine for her mitten. And then what came next was so utterly fetching. Without breathing a word, they both began stretching. They both liked to stretch too. At the very same time, back at the box, McDougal found Stretchy's collection of rocks. It made them all wonder where Stretchy was at, 'cause it's scary to be out there for a wandering cat. Then every mchandsome handsomely hissed as they set off in search of the brother they missed. Fergus found a tiny poop. Binny spied a stretchy mark. Callie met the cousins. Rue discovered dozens. McDougal met a tired mouse. Jamie made a wish when Roy and Joy picked up the scent of a very stinky fish. Could it be Stretchy's sardine? While 2 streets away, 8 noses were seen sniffing the air for a stinky sardine. By late afternoon, the girl and her kitten had fallen asleep with a fish and a mitten. But when they woke up from taking their nap, Beanie McBride had 9 cats on her lap. There was Fergus, McDougal, Binny and Roy, Rue, Jamie, Callie, and Joy. And don't forget Stretchy, the butterscotch boy. Now the mchandsome clan was still lively and large when they all took a vote to put Beanie in charge. So the brothers and sisters did something quite hard. They lugged their old box into Beanie's backyard. Now here is the kicker, so don't flip your lids, because Beanie McBride was just one of 9 kids. There was Geordie, Tiny, Coco and Earl, Quentin, Finny, Pickles, and Pearl. And don't forget Beanie, Stretchy's wild, woolly girl. Look at that, a cat for each brother and sister. That's a pretty sweet story, isn't it? Stretchy. Now, how about we do a little rhyme that goes to the melody of I'm a Little Teapot. You might know that song, but this one's I'm a Little Kitty Cat. So I'll do it through once, and then you can do it with me the next time. Okay? Here we go. I'm a little kitty cat, nice and sweet. Here are my whiskers, here are my feet. When I go out hunting, mice beware, or you might just get a scare. Want to do that with me? The motions are nice little kitty cat, and whiskers, and feet, and hunting, little pouncing motions, and then scare. Okay, you want to try that one together? Let's do it. I'm a little kitty cat, nice and sweet. Here are my whiskers, here are my feet. When I go out hunting, mice beware, or you might just get a scare. Mice and cats don't always get along, do they? Well, the next book is about another cat. This book is called Bruno, the Standing Cat. That's unusual, isn't it? A cat who stands on 2 feet. This book is by Nadine Robert and Jean Julien. One morning, just as Peter was about to butter his toast, he heard a mewing sound at the window. Meow, meow. The neighbor's cat must be hungry, he said to himself. But the meows soon changed into insistent cries. So Peter got up to see what was going on. Meow, 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 meow. When he opened the door, the meows stopped. Peter found a box with a name written on it. Bruno. So he decided to open it. See what's inside. Free at last, Bruno the cat rose up on his back legs. Gee, Bruno, you're standing. Have you ever seen a cat stand on two legs? Peter had never seen a cat stand up, but that didn't matter. He had always wanted a cat. So Peter adopted Bruno. One day after school, Peter's friend Pam came over to Peter's house. Hey, do you want to play outside? Pam tagged along when Peter and Bruno ran to the park. Look at how Bruno is running. But how did you teach your cat to do that? Said Pam. I didn't teach him, answered Peter. He could always do that. Bruno is a standing cat. Oh, wow! Can Bruno catch mice? No, but he loves to chase them on his skateboard. Have you ever seen a cat on a skateboard? Chasing a mouse? That's unusual. Awesome, said Pam. Does Bruno like to play with balls of yarn? Now, most cats like to play with balls of yarn, don't they? But what do you think about Bruno's face? Do you think he likes to play with yarn? No, but he loves to play house and serve me tea. Very unusual. How funny! Does Bruno scratch his claws everywhere? No, never. But sometimes he likes to give me a back rub. Oh, wouldn't that be nice if a cat petted you instead of you petting a cat? Lucky you. Does Bruno eat regular cat food? Oh, these pages are sticky. No, he doesn't eat regular food, but he does like chewing bubble gum. He can even blow bubbles upside down. And there he is. Amazing! Does he like to hide in his box? No, not at all. But you should see him when he hears his favorite song. It looks like he sings and dances. You know, just like all cats do. Wink. Yeah, not bad. Can Bruno do something that nobody else can do? Peter said, watch this. See how he's throwing the ball in the air? Bruno starts to run. He flies. And he catches the ball in midair. Whoopee! Exclaims Pam. Bruno is a standing cat, and he is unique. He's not like the other cats. But what I like the most is that he is my friend. Cats can be lovely friends, can't they? Well, how about one more story? You may know this one. It's called Kittens' First Full Moon, and it's by Kevin Henkes. It was Kitten's first full moon. Now you know what a full moon is. It's when the moon is one big white circle in the sky. A full moon. Well, it was Kitten's first full moon, first one she ever saw. And when she saw it, she thought, there's a little bowl of milk in the sky. And she wanted it, because kittens love milk. So she closed her eyes and stretched her neck and opened her mouth and licked. But Kitten only ended up with a bug on her tongue. Poor Kitten. Now, every time you see me do this, you'll know you can say, poor kitten, along with me. Still, there was the little bowl of milk in the sky, just waiting. So she pulled herself together and wiggled her bottom and sprang from the top step of the porch. But Kitten only tumbled, bumping her nose and banging her ear and pinching her tail. Poor Kitten. Still, there was the little bowl of milk, just waiting. So she chased it, down the sidewalk, through the garden, past the field and by the pond. But Kitten never seemed to get closer. Poor Kitten. That's frustrating. Still, there was the little bowl of milk, just waiting. So she ran to the tallest tree she could find, and she climbed and climbed and climbed to the very top. But Kitten still couldn't reach the bowl of milk, and now she was scared. Poor Kitten. Poor Kitten. What could she do? Then, in the pond, Kitten saw another bowl of milk, and it was bigger. What a night! So, she raced down the tree and raced through the grass and raced to the edge of the pond. She leaped with all her might. Poor Kitten. She was wet and sad and tired and hungry. So she went back home. She looks wet and tired and sad and hungry. And then there was a great bowl of milk on the porch. Someone left her a bowl of milk. It was just waiting for her. You see how cats use their tongue to lap up milk? Lucky Kitten. And there's the full moon. And there's the empty bowl of milk. Well, my friends, it's time to say goodnight. So, you know what we always do on Starrytime when it's time to say goodbye, goodnight. We sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. You remember how it goes, right? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Good night, friends. We'll see you next time for Starrytime. Sleep well. Bye.